Assalamu alaikum friends, how are you? My name is Nawab. Thank you for joining my channel. Once again, today we'll be having another IELTS collaboration session with one of the IELTS expert teachers from India, Mr. Prabhjeet. He will be sharing his top tips for IELTS informal letter, general IELTS that is. Thank you very much for joining. Please watch the video till the end. Thank you very much. Hey everyone, my name is Nawab. Thank you for joining my channel once again. First of all, I am really delighted to invite one of an IELTS expert teachers from India. His name is Mr. Prabhjeet. Hi, Mr. Prabhjeet. How are you?
Hello, sir. I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm absolutely fine, and I'm really happy to have you with us.
Thank you so much
Let
for
me
having me once again.
Sure. Let me inform my viewers today that we will be discussing some of the top tips for IELTS informal letters, that is for general IELTS. So over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me the charge. Fine. So, viewers, hope all of you are doing well. So, without wasting your time, I would like to begin with the top tips and the parameters which you need to learn if you are planning to appear for your general test. See, there is a specific science of
Mhm.
writing the letters. Task 1 is equally important as your task 2. But most of the candidates I have seen that they do prepare the task 2. That is totally wrong. So it holds the equal importance. So talking about the letters first of all, so you do have formal letters, informal, and then semi-formal type of letters. Today we'll be discussing about the informal letters. So see, you
Mhm.
need to know that a thank you letter, apology letter, suggestion or advice letter, if you are seeking or providing, these are the sort of letters that you will be getting in your IELTS test. Okay. Then after
Mhm.
get well letter, that is the top most or the hottest category right now. Asking or giving the information, yes, this is one of the top hottest category, I can say like that. And inviting a friend. So these are the letters which you get frequently. Now, you must also learn the format of a letter. See, the format is what actually counts. So there is this particular science of writing a good letter. You must have 4 paragraphs, not less than 4 paragraphs or not more than 4 paragraphs. Correct. So you must have
Mhm.
introduction where you will be writing only 2 sentences, and you might be knowing this that in informal letter you need not to introduce yourself. That part has to be done in your formal letters. Then you have your body where you will be covering your bullet number 2. Your bullet number 1 is to be covered in your introduction paragraph. You are supposed to cover it over there. Then your body
Right.
2 will be covering your bullet number 3. And here you will be also writing 3 sentences describing the entire affair. And then you will be having a closing. Most
Mhm.
of the time I have seen people calling it conclusion, but it is not conclusion, dear. It is about closing the letter. And here you need to write only 1 sentence. In total, you will be writing
Mhm.
9 sentences, and yes, not than 150, less than 150 words, and you should not extend or you should not exceed more than 165 words. See,
Mhm. Perfect.
now you need to have the proper salutations because knowing the appropriate salutation is mandatory. Okay, what is the closing? What is the salutation part? So you can begin your letter with dear plus name. And let me tell you a fact that you need to write only English names. You cannot write your uh, name which belongs to your native place. Okay, like as Dear
Mhm.
John, Dear
Perfect.
Martha, and you must close your letter with warm wishes or best regards or yours affectionately. Which one suits the best according to your letter? And yes, you
Mhm.
have to mention
All
your.
right.
So this is my tip number 2, and this is again from the science of writing. This is the correct art of writing your letter. Then you have the tone
Right.
of which is extremely important. See, tone is very important aspect. Now, what I mean about the tone is, what I'm trying to say here is that you must use informal words rather than formal words. But at the same time, don't use slang language. Okay. So you can use help instead of assist. You can use need instead of require. These are just 2 examples. You can learn more informal letters which are frequently used in your informal letters. The second thing comes is the contractions. To develop
Mm-hmm.
informal tone, you need to learn the contractions. See, I have mentioned 2 to 3 examples. Like, I am writing this letter in this regards. I have a concern. So I have contracted I am, I have, we will be having fun, like that. So contractions are necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then after, the next thing is about the task achievement. See, everyone talks about the task response and task achievement, but no one tells that what actually or exactly it is. So time management is compulsory, first of all, because you already know that you will be having only 20 minutes for this entire affair. Then, if you are going to
Right.
write at least 150 words, okay, there is no need to write 180, 190, or 200 words in your letter, because then you will be in
Mm-hmm.
short of time for your task too. Always
Correct.
keep a check on your word count. See, what you can have 30, 25 to 30 words in your introduction, 50 words body 1, 50 words body 2, and then 15 to 20 words in your closing. That means you will be having 150 words. Okay, then you must follow the format. Then after, you must cover all 3 bullet points. See, what I believe is that they have already done half of the task for you over here. The rest is to be done by you.
Yes.
You just need to write it in a proper form of your language. Then you must identify the purpose
Mm-hmm.
of writing the letter, okay, in order to accomplish your task. And then you must spare at least 2 minutes always for editing. Fine.
Perfect.
Okay. So moving ahead, we have coherence and cohesion. See, coherence and cohesion means to write in paragraphs rather than writing in sentences or having one whole paragraph for the entire letter. That is totally wrong. You are
Mm-hmm.
not going to get bands any day. Okay, you may appear for
Mm-hmm.
20, 15 times, but you will not be getting the bands. Then after, you
Right.
cover all the bullet points in sequence. Why I'm covering this topic over here is because students keep on asking me every now and then that do we need to cover the points in sequence? Yes, you must cover all the bullet
Yes.
points
True.
in sequence. You
Mm-hmm.
must use connecting devices, which we call connectors. It is very, very, very important thing if you want to develop coherence and cohesion in your writing. Be specific what you are actually willing to write and don't go off the track. This is all about coherence and cohesion. The next step or the parameter I may call it is use appropriate vocabs. Okay. Having a good range of synonym is beneficial. This is the tip which each and every trainer is going to give you. But at the same time, let me tell you that it is not compulsory to use high-end vocabs. Just if you are having
Exactly.
appropriate vocabs, it is going to let you have more than 7+ bands. Okay, trust
True.
me. Avoid spelling mistakes. By lexical resource, try to stress more on your spellings. Do not commit any sort of errors and try to use collocations as well. Why, I will tell you later in this video. Okay, next is about grammar and punctuation. Yes, punctuations are equally important as your grammar. So you must use the correct form of models. Why I'm actually emphasizing on models? Because in informal letters, you can go and you can check that you will be using variety or the range of models in each and every sentence. It is very much frequent over here. That is why I'm stressing more upon the
True.
model. Then you know
Agree.
better that you must use your tenses wisely. Okay, you know that entire stuff. I'm not going to repeat it again. Okay. Yes, again, connectors are also part of your grammar. It applies for both the things, for your lexical resource and for your grammar as well. Then you must punctuate the sentence or the all sentences duly. And yes, one secret tip over here: have try to have at least 2 exclamatory sentences with the exclamation mark in the end. This is going to
Mm-hmm.
help you to develop the informal tone, right?
Yes.
Yes, and then use the correct form of articles. We all are well aware that they are not going to count a and these 3 articles, but its usage is what actually they count. Then last 2 tips, okay? Then use complex sentences, because native speakers, they write and they speak complex sentences. So if you struggle a lot, then also I have a solution for you. But let me tell you that if you are going to use complex sentences, it is going to you to help seven bands or more. Okay, so if you are not able to write all nine complex sentences, or you may or not write it because it's your choice, right? So you can have at least seven complex sentences, one simple and one compound sentence is absolutely fine. Okay, so in total, again, if you will see 7 plus 1 plus 1, it makes 9 sentences in total. The last thing is, the last tip is that if you are planning to appear for paper based test, then it is highly recommended to write in legible handwriting. Okay, your writing must be readable. Perfect. Okay, if you are going to have handwriting like me, then trust me, you are going to suffer a lot because I do have bad handwriting.
Same is the case here, brother. Don't worry.
Okay, fine. So
Okay.
if your examiner is not able to read or understand a word or a sentence, you will have to bear the loss, my dear, and your bands will be affected then. Fine. So don't even dare to write that doctor type of handwriting. Okay, it must be neat, clean, clear, and legible work. Thank you so much. That's all from
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, Mr. Prabhjeet. It was really helpful, and I believe that a lot of people who are applying for maybe immigration purposes for Canada or Australia, they would definitely find it very helpful, as all these tips are extremely, extremely helpful to get the higher scores which immigration system is requiring nowadays, maybe 8 plus for Australia or 7 plus for Canada. So these tips, which I personally believe, yeah, will be extremely helpful, and the candidates will definitely benefit from it. And I personally believe that a few of them even I didn't know. So it is always good to share knowledge. And my colleague in India, Mr. Prabhjeet, and all the other IELTS experts who are there and helping me out in this collaboration, they are doing a great job for the aspirants who are looking to attempt the IELTS test, either it be general or academic. And once again, I would be extremely thankful to you, Mr. Prabhjeet, for
I am
joining
grateful to
us
you,
for
sir,
the
for
very
taking
short.
this excellent initiative. And thank you so much for having me.
Sir, it's my pleasure to have all of you guys. Yes, I'm really thankful to all of you experts who are like helping me achieve my desired, results, which I'm looking for a platform where all the people and other people, like either it be Asian or other continent people, they will be having a one single platform, finding all IELTS experts through from the globe on a single platform. So that's my mission for, let's see how it works in the future. So let us wind up our talk, sir, and we'll be having another session with you hopefully soon.
Sure, sure, sure,
Inshallah.
sure.